So, very good afternoon to everybody. So, yesterday we have from the class 8 standard, yesterday we have taken the chapter 3, synthetic fibers and the plastic. Already just recapture your mind. Yesterday I have explained about the synthetic fiber and the natural fiber. So, natural fiber is from the nature we will get, and the synthetic fiber are the man-made fiber. So, again when we'll go for the synthetic fiber, again it is categorized into three types of synthetic fibers are there. One is a rayon, nylon and polyester. So how? Yesterday I have explained about how these types of the cloths are made, or how they are soft or hard. But how they are obtained, yesterday I have not explained about that. So when we will go for the rayon, how it was obtained? It was obtained by the chemical treatment of the wood pulp, and this rayon was mixed with a cotton. It mixed with a cotton, and it is and afterward it is manufactured into a bed sheet. Again, this rayon, same rayon is mixed with wool, and it is made for the carpet. When you will go for the nylon, it is also man-made. When you will go for the nylon, it is also man-made fiber. It is purely manufactured in 1933, in the year of 1933, and it is without mixing any raw material. For example, it is not mixed with a natural fiber. As already I have said yesterday that the two sources are used in this. One is a plant and animal. So this in nylon, this plant and animal natural sources are not, natural material are not used here. Only by using the chemicals, by using coal, air and water, this mixing of three things, they have manufactured the rayon in the year of 1933. So again when you will go, this rayon was very popular. Why? It is very cheaper than the silk, and it is very easy to wear. So it is nowadays it is very popular. Now when you will go for the nylon, this nylon and rayon over polyester, children, already I think you are familiar this word polyester. Nowadays we are using for everything polythene bags, plastic, all the things are nowadays what the things is going means only plastic things we are using too much. Why? Because they are use and throw, and they are very easy to recycle them. So when we will go for the polyester is another synthetic fiber. So it is a repairing unit. It is a repairing unit. This polyester is a repairing unit, means it is again reused, it is again remanufactured. So again when we will go for the plastic, when you will go for the plastic, polythene bag is the best example of the plastic. So how this plastic was obtained, how this was made? Again when you will go for the plastic, it is categorized into two types. One is a thermoplastic, another one is a thermosetting plastic. So when you will go for the detail, what do you mean by the thermoplastic? So thermoplastic means what? So children, already in your homes you have seen, when you will use the hot water in a plastic bottle, what happened? Because of the heat, what will happen? It was what its shape was changed. Why? So it says by heating the shape was changed, or it can be recycled by bending, or it can be deformed by heating or cooling. It can be deformed or can be recycled. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಂಗ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಂಗ, that is known as a thermoplastic. It can be recycled or deformed, so by heating. So this process is known as a thermoplastic. These are the two types of the thermoplastic. One is a thermoplastic. First one is the thermoplastic. Second one is a thermosetting plastic. When you will go for the thermosetting plastic, what will happen? Here the plastic was molded. If it was molded, means when it was destroyed, again it will not come to the use. So that is called as a thermosetting plastic. So two examples. What are the two examples of this thermosetting plastic? When you will go for the thermoplastic, next example is bottle. So many things in your daily life you will see, so many things. This plastic, polythene bags, tiffin bags, plastic bottles. When you will come for the second point, thermosetting plastic, that is second one, it is used in a why? I think it is a very poor conductor of heat and electricity. Thermosetting plastic means, what is the property of thermosetting plastic? It is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. So what will happen? It is folded. It is used in a electricity. So wire, switches, in your daily houses you will see the plug switches. So in that, what the things is used? This thermosetting plastic is used to to make a this wire, to make a switches, boards, etc. So these are the how the plastic, how we will get the rayon, how we will get the nylon, polyester. We got it, I think. And when we will come to the plastic, so nowadays it is a very plastic things are very useful for us our daily life. So in plastic, two types. One is a thermoplastic, another one is a thermosetting. So when we will go for the detail, how these plastics are made, what are the properties, how these are used, how these are recycled, or how these are diffused. So plastic, already you know, for our nature, plastic it is a very harmful to our nature, but then also it is a very mandatory item on this environment. So what are the plastic as a material choice? So in your reader 3.5 is there, plastic as a material of choice, means material of choice. Nowadays with the choice of the people, these plastic things they are using. So what are so many things, why they are using these plastic things, means they will dry very easy, they can be carried out very easy, and they can be, what is that, they can be recycled very easy. So very convenient to and weightless also. So they are very convenient to hold also, and it is a weightless also. So nowadays all the peoples they are using what, the plastic as a material source. In so many things people, plastic is a non-reactive. So what will happen, it is non-reactive. So what happened, it can be non-reactive, means it can be what, it can be recycled again. So many people what they will do for the fashionable things like what is this, bouquet, flowers, plastic flowers, everything for the decoration also they are using. Nowadays they are using only plastic only. When you will go again, when you go another hand, plastic which is molded, what are the properties? So how these plastics can be used? So many people for keeping pickles or whatever it may be, plastic bottles they are making in your home. I think even mother will use so many plastic bottles or plastic dabbas. Why? Because they are very easy to carry, and all the things what happen in there, the air will not go very easy, and it will not, what the things are kept in that plastic bottle, it will not be spoiled. So pickles, this salt, this dals, everything they are, what they will do, they will store in a plastic bottles only. So this is about the plastic as a material choice. When you will go for the plastic is the, what are the properties? When you will go for the properties of the plastic, there are in properties, so many properties are there. So by using plastic, there are advantages also and disadvantages also. So one by one we will go for the properties of the plastic. So first point in your reader children, what is that, 37, plastic is a non-reactive. Means how it is non-reactive, why the people are using this non-reactive, this plastic, means what will happen, have you seen iron? Iron it will get rusted, ಅಂದ್ರೆ iron ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಬಹಳ ಜಲ್ದಿ ಜಂಗ್ ತಿಂತದಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಬಹಳ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಕ್ರಿ ಬಹಳ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ರಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಜಂಗ್ ತಿಂತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ರಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜಂಗ್ ತಿನ್ನಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬಹಳ ದಿವಸ ನಡೀತದ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ so that's why the people are using plastic is a, what is the properties of the plastic, it is a non-reactive. First point is a plastic is a non-reactive, and second point as a react with water. So what will happen, it do not, plastic it do not react with water and air, whereas iron it will react with water and air and it get rusted very easily. So second point, when you will go for the properties of the plastic, what is the second point? Second point is plastic is light. So plastic is very light and it is also very strong. So in plastic also, so already I said that two types of the plastic we will get, thermoplastic and thermostatic plastic. So it is very easy to carry out, it is very light. So this is the second property. What is the property of the plastic? Plastic is very light and it is very strong also, and cheaper than the other cloths also. So third point, what is the properties of the third point? Plastic is a very poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is a very poor conductor. So children, what will happen in electricity? Plastic, I think you have seen the so many wires, plugs. So what will happen, the wire is if the plastic is covered by the wire, plastic is covered by the air, and it is used as a, what is that, to supply the electricity, Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Okay. So to supply the electricity, so it is used in a wire. So covering to cover the what the in wire what is present, what is there present, what the iron in that copper is present in the wire. Copper is present. Copper is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. So to cover that copper, plastic is used. So why plastic is used to cover that copper? Because it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. The people will not get the shock. So that's why the plastic is used to cover the wire. So these are the in this chapter. Second, what is that in 38 page biodegradable and degradable topic is there. So this was reduced because due to the it is in a eighth chapter. So that time I will explain about biodegradable and degradable. So already I think you are familiar this word biodegradable means what, degradable means what, which can be easily decomposed or which cannot be easily decomposed. So once again we will go for the recapitulation as synthetic fiber and the plastic. So these are the basic needs, synthetic fiber also and the plastic also. How the water, air, food is necessary for us, like that also nowadays cloths also very in different season we will wear the different types of the cloths and it is very mandatory and important for us. So that is synthetic fiber and natural fiber. So from these fibers, these fabrics are converted into yarns and again they are converted into fiber, different types of the fiber, natural fiber and synthetic fiber. As already I have explained about this synthetic fiber and natural fiber. So again plastic also, about the plastic also I have explained what you mean by the plastic, how this plastic were obtained and how these are recycled, what are the properties and how they will react with and how they are come to be used. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Continue ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಬರ್ಲೋದು ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So already, so one small question I will ask, what do you mean by the thermostatic plastic or thermosetting plastic? Differentiate between thermostatic plastic and thermoplastic. Can you able to differentiate? It is very easy. What that in thermoplastic it can be recycled or deformed. Once it will bend or broken by heating, it can be recycled or reused. What is that? Which point? Thermoplastic. But when you will go for the thermostatic plastic, when once if it was broken, it cannot be comes in a used by heating also or by cooling also. It's totally broken. Now, what are the properties of the plastics? What are the properties of the plastic means? They are very non-reactive. Soft. Plastics are very soft and they are strong. In plastic also, two types of the plastic we will get. One plastics are very strong, some plastics are broken very easily, and one more, that plastics are not broken. So what are the characteristics of the synthetic fibers? So it is from your reader, it is a page number 35. What are the characteristics of synthetic fibers? As synthetic fibers means they are man-made by using some chemicals. Synthetic fibers are obtained means synthetic fibers they are produced. So what do you mean by the petrochemical? Petrochemical means, what do you mean by one more word from this lesson? Petrochemical. Petrochemical means what? See, all the synthetic fibers are prepared by the number of the process by using the material or petroleum origin called the petrochemical. So petrochemicals means in this so many different process, different types of the process are involved here to is involved to make it, to give them a different shapes, is known as a petrochemical. Again, so give some examples of the what are there. So in kitchen, when you will go for the plastic, give some examples of the kitchen item where your mother use in kitchen. So first water bottle, so many what is that container they will use in the kitchen. When you will come to the hall side, so many what is that nowadays, so many people they are using what is that for artificial, also for flower also artificial, and this bookcase also they are with the help of the plastic only they are prepared. One more third example. What is the third example of the plastics? That is, what is that? Chair. These mugs, jugs, chairs, buckets. Nowadays so many people they are not using any different types of the different types of the means iron will get rusted, different copper or nothing, these types of the material they are not using, only they are using the plastic things. So these are the examples of the plastics. So again, when we will go for the properties of the properties of the plastic, as already I have explained. So 6.3.6 is there, plastic and environment. So plastic and environment, in this plastic and environment, biodegradable and degradable is there, that will be studied in your next chapter. Any doubts in this chapter? What do you mean by the natural fiber? What do you mean by the synthetic fiber? Or how this rayon, polyester, nylon was obtained in which year? How they are? What do you mean by thermoplastic? Or what do you mean by the thermosetting?
Yes, anybody having question you can ask. Raise your hand. Anybody?
If you don't have any question, I think I will round up my meeting.
Nobody is ready to ask, madam.
Okay, sir. Okay, I think that is over, sir.
Okay, better to wind up, madam.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Okay, what is the homework? Listen for 2 minutes,
Yes.
children. What is the homework? Homework for today's homework is just read out, go through the full chapter. Yesterday and today I have explained the full chapter. What is the homework for me? Once you go and read this chapter, you will get the points. Okay, thank you, sir.